Hey everybody! Today I just wanted to do a tutorial for you on how to make your own bakery style cake using cake mix out of the box. Yes, I said it, cake mix out of the box. You ready? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. So today we're gonna use the Duncan Hines classic white cake mix because that's what my kids chose at the store. So all we do, we're gonna follow the directions on the back, but instead of using the vegetable oil, we're actually gonna use Greek yogurt. I personally prefer that. It makes it a little bit more moist, and you don't have to use vegetable oil. Okay, so we're just gonna mix it all in a bowl. It smells so good. Okay, then we're going to add cake mix water. So we have 1 cup of water per the instructions and 3 large egg whites. So 9 tablespoons of liquid egg whites equals 3 egg whites. So let's do this. I'm sure there's an easier way, but okay, so we finished our liquid egg whites, and now we're going to use, instead of 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, we're going to do 1/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using the Chobani plain. So I just have my 1/3 of a cup measuring cup here, and I'm just going to, you can use a full measuring cup if we're going to blend it until it's just mixed together. Instead of using a big sheet pan, I'm going to use 2 rounds. And I have 3 here. So it says for 2-inch rounds, bake for 26 to 31 minutes. So we are going to, we're going to use these. And I actually have cut out circle parchment paper, which I like to protect the bottom of the cake so it doesn't stick to the bottom, but I still use cooking spray. So we're gonna spray the entire pan. Bottom, even though you're lining it, you still wanna spray it, and the sides, so the sides don't stick. So depending on how many layers you want your cake to be, I want it to be 3, so I'm gonna mess with it a little bit and just make the layers a little bit thinner. Or, as the recipe calls, split the batter into 2 equal parts, and you can do 2. But I'm gonna use 3. So now we're gonna, after I sprayed, I'm gonna put this back, my circles back into the pan. And you can see they're gonna stick. And it really helps the cake on the bottoms just not stick, and then your pan is so easy to clean. And especially now, easy cleaning is something we all want to hear, right? Okay. Make sure, let's go ahead and pour. So if you wanted to get technical, you can use a food scale to make them all even. If you have one, I'm not going to use one today. I'm just going to eyeball it. And I just like to tap them down to get any air bubbles out and try to even them out. Okay, time to go in the oven, and I'll see you back here after they bake. Bye. Okay, so our cakes are done. A good telltale sign is always the toothpick, but also if you put your finger on and it springs back up, that's a good telltale sign if your cakes are done. So we're gonna let them cool for about 10 minutes in the pan. and then 45 minutes to an hour in the refrigerator or freezer before you take them out of the pan. Everyone, so I'm back and my cakes are nice and cool. So I'm gonna take them out of the pan to show you, whoops, how easy it is. A little slippery to get them out of the pan. So next step is we are going to ice the cakes. So let's take off all of our paper. So usually I use a cake board and my turntable, but today, since we're doing it with the materials you have at home, I'm gonna use a semi-flat plate. Doesn't have to be totally flat. Let's take these out. And you can use canned frosting unless you wanna make frosting at home. I happen to have had frosting in my freezer that I had made. I'm gonna ice my cake. Okay. So this is just buttercream frosting. So I just take a tablespoon of frosting and just lay it on top of the cake. You can use a knife or an offset spatula, whatever you have. I'm gonna show you with a knife how easy it is. So just try to make it as even as possible. If you'd like more icing, you can definitely add more, and I think I'd like a little more, so this icing is so yummy. So we're gonna use sprinkles in the middle. So we'll just pour a little bit on, so they'll stick to the buttercream, and if they fly off, it's fine. So you just get a nice little surprise in the middle of your cake. Okay. Now we're gonna take our second layer and do the same thing. So it came out of the pan, we'll pull our paper off, just put it to the side, and we'll stack it. Same thing, let's take a scoop of icing. One more, a little bit more maybe. Then we'll take our knife and we will go around. It looks very professional. Okay, so let's add some more sprinkles. You can add chocolate chips too if you want to. Just add some sprinkles for now. Okay, all right. Third layer, so here's the trick. Take it out of your pan, take your paper, parchment paper off, and you want to put it so that the top is face down. Okay? Because the bottom of the cake is the smoothest and the easiest part of the cake to ice. So it makes the top layer a lot smoother. Let's get some icing for the top. We're gonna smooth it out. And if your cakes are not cold or not cool enough, the icing will melt. So you want to make sure that your cake is fully chilled. So if you have to keep it in the freezer, so the colder the better. Okay. So now we're going to ice around the cake. Again, with your knife, you're just going to go around. This is called the crumb coat. So all the crumbs in the cake will be held in with this coat. We'll smooth this part out a little bit. We'll go around the cake with the flat side of the knife one more time. Smear off any extra icing. And then we are going to stick this in the fridge for a tiny bit. And then we'll come back and we'll finish icing our cake. Okay? Hi guys, I'm back with my cooled cake. And you know that it's ready is if you touch the buttercream and nothing comes off on your hand and there's no mark. So it's cooled. All right, so we're gonna do another layer of buttercream on our cake, all around, on top and everything. And you can use whatever flavor, you can color your buttercream if you want to, but this is really just for a simple cake that looks professional. So again, I'm using the flat side of my knife to get a smooth line around the cake. And you can go over the buttercream, and if you find that it's not covering the way you want it to, then in between layers of buttercream, you'll want to put it in the fridge to let it cool again. Now, we are going to cover our cake in sprinkles. So you want to use a pan, if you can, that has a little bit of a lip to it. You're going to pour some sprinkles in, cover the pan. Okay. Now you're going to take your cake, roll. Off the plate. I know it's risky, but you can do it. And you're going to take it, and you're going to roll, and you're going to roll, and you're going to dip. If you have any spots left over, feel free to use your hands, use a spoon, use whatever tools that you want to, and get as many sprinkles as you want on there. And there you have it.